Bagye ane pajukun. Chi ami amatakitsuen. Mchi angotson ki andoku. Ama ndizenji kinu nasara aji apajukun kata beji befo. During the late 1960s and the early 1970s, my wife, Nell, and I, and our children, when on vacation from their school, lived and worked among the Wukari Jukun people in the area now known as Taraba State in Nigeria. Our work was to study the Wukari Jukun language in order to translate portions of the Bible into it for a local church, and in order to prepare literacy materials for the Jukun people of Wukari. They called themselves Wapan, as in Aichi Wapan, and their language Anene Wapan. Now, living in Egypt and in our mid to late 70s, my wife and I still think of those language learning years as among the best years we have known. When I was just a child, a young linguist named William Everett Welmers produced a short but remarkably fine analysis of Wukari Jukun. He went on to become a professor of linguistics and African languages at UCLA. He became emeritus professor in 1982, and he died in 1988. But some years before his death, and this was told me by a student who was present in the classroom, he was asked which language of the many he had studied would he choose to be the world's only language if he had to choose one. His answer was Wukari Jukun. Why? I do not know how he defended this choice, but Wukari Jukun is a superbly elegant language, simple in its grammar, and powerful in its inventive use of a limited set of permitted sounds. As far as I know, my wife and I are the only living non-Africans who speak Wukari Jukun, and our mastery is limited. But what we know of it confirms Dr. Welmer's belief in the beauty and elegance and perhaps the utility of this little-known language, that is, little known outside of the Wukari Jukun area. With this in mind, I am making some video presentations about the Wukari Jukun language. They are meant to entertain and educate, and they are limited by the fact that I am not a native speaker of the language. It may be these YouTube videos will encourage native speakers of Wukari Jukun to add more to them. That would be a gift to us all, because the language deserves to be much more widely known and admired than it is today. I will sign this as Amatakitsuen. That's the name given me some 40 or so years ago by the then king of the Wukari Jukun, Adibyewi, Akuka Adibyewi, that is. Many years after his death, I was made a member of the then Aku's court, and though I have not been to Wukari for many years, I still cherish that honor. I hope the videos related to this one will educate, or entertain, or please, or do all three. Chimi amatakitsuen ki Cairo, kifin Cairo, Egypt, in 2014.